Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be learning the applications of ceil, floor, and int functions in Python. And before I proceed, I'm asking for one thing from you. Please kindly like, share, and subscribe to this channel. The channel really needs you to grow. Thank you so much as you do that. So in Python, let's go. In Python, the ceil, floor, and int functions are used for manipulating numbers, actually. Now, particularly floating point numbers. Oftentimes, the real world data are usually in floating point, and whereas what we really want to use them for, we might need to manipulate the numbers and work around the number to have our business questions actually answered. So that is when some functions comes in, which are ceil, floor, and int functions are also part of them. So ceil, how does ceil actually function? Which is the first one. So the ceil function runs a given number up to the nearest integer that is greater than or equal to the original number. Now I take again. The ceil function, it runs a given number up, underline the word up, to the nearest integer that is greater than or equal to the original number. Now, let's see how that works. Let's import math. Import math as empty. Let's say x is equal to 8.999. Okay. And y is equal to the ceil of our x. So let's print and see. Let's print y. Let's see what we have. So we have 9. It looks like it's rounded up, indeed, right? Okay, let's now try this. Now, if it actually rounded up, we should have 8. Is it not? Now let's run and see. So we still have 9. So it did not actually do the normal rounding up that we know. So this is what ceil function actually does. It runs a given number up to the nearest integer that is greater than or equal to the original number. Is that okay? So basically, that is how ceil function works. And another thing I would like to add is that the application of this function actually is commonly used when you need to ensure that a value is rounded up to the nearest whole number, particularly in mathematical or financial calculations. If you are a data analyst that actually works with financial companies or something, so you're going to be having this kind of issues very often, that you will need to round some number up to the nearest integer. So, and for instance, when calculating the number of items needed to cover a certain area, or when dealing with pricing calculations where fractions of a unit are not allowed. So in that case, you can actually make use of a ceil function. Now up to the next function, which is a floor function. Floor function is opposite of a ceil function. So how does it work? It runs a given number down. Ceil runs up, but floor runs down actually. So, and in that case, it runs it down to the nearest integer that is actually less than or equal to the original number, whereas reverse is the case for ceil. So let's see how that works. Let's say m is equal to 9 point, okay, then n is equal to empty dot floor of m. Now let's print n and c. So we have 9.479. Let me use another number. Why 9 all the time? So I have 3.34. Okay, yeah, it's giving me 3.34. It's giving me 3, right, from 3.34. Now let me put 8 here. If it's actually rounding up, we should have 4 now, right? Let's see. but that's not the case. We're actually having 3. Why? Because it runs down the the value that we've actually supplied. So that is basically the difference between ceil and function. So they are opposite. Okay, and when do we use floor? Floor is useful when you want to ensure that a value is rounded down to the let's say uh, to the nearest whole number, often used in scenarios where fractions or decimal places need to be discarded. So probably you are working with some calculations and you don't need decimal for such operations. Then you can just floor the whole value, so it truncates all the decimal values, and then you have it's similar to int function, but int function does additional operation, which is what we're going to be treating next right now. So up to the next function, which is int function. So it's one of the most widely used function that you're going to see most people's code. So an addressing function, it converts a number or a string containing a numerical value to an integer. As simple as that. So similar to the floor, it truncates any decimal places and returns the integer part of the number. So that is one similarity between floor and int function. But another thing that int actually does is that if you supply string, you could actually use int to convert that string to integer. So that is what differentiates int from floor function. So let's see how int function now. Let's say we have height to be equals to, what should we call it now? Let's say 2.1. Okay, and j is equal to int of height, right? Let's print j to see what we have. So according to the definition, so we should have 2, right? Yeah, and that's actually what we're having. Let's assume we put 9 here. Let's check again. So we still have 2. So it is actually functioning as per the definition. Let's now assume that I is a string. Okay, we put a quote, and then we call j to be the integer of the I. What do we have? Let's see. Yeah, we are having error here because we are having a data conversion error, because we cannot convert this value, which is actually floats. So if we put float here, which is what we are not treating for now, but the way to solve this is by removing this decimal, then let's run. So it's actually giving us the right answer. So, but let me assume I put 987, okay, then I put float here. So there should not be problem. So, but simply because this does not obey the integer format, that was the reason why we actually had the previous errors. So to do this, we have to remove this to solve that problem. So we have to remove it and put our int back here. Okay, then when we're running, we should have to. So basically, so that is how to apply ceil, floor, and int function, the similarity and the differences between the functions. I hope you've learned something, and And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, as the channel really needs you to grow. And another thing that I will really request from you is that I would like to know how you apply these functions in your project, your data analysis project, or mathematics, or finances, or because the functions are widely used in many fields, So please put it in the comment and let me know. Let me also learn from you how you apply and in places, in scenarios that you've applied this function. And if you have other questions, please put it down in the comment. Probably a video that you would like me to create for us all to learn. So put it in the comment. I'm gonna respond to it as soon as I see the comment. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye.